covering the striking series. So I've designed this striking series similar to the striking series that we've had in our art before. The idea was to bring almost all of our strikes together that we teach before the animal curriculum, so that you have all of the strikes in one series, as well as the elbows, which are not included in the other series. Another thing that I tried to do was flow this together with a few other movements, so that you have some idea of how to combine your strikes together as you move forward into building your own flow. So the striking series begins with a straight punch, which is our most commonly used and basic strike. So we move forward with the middle knuckle. The hand is here to cover this empty space if someone comes in, and you'll notice that I'm able to cover the middle as well. If you're punching and you're fighting against somebody that has a knife, you have to worry about them sneaking in low while you're up top doing whatever you're doing. By the time you bring your arms back down, you'll probably have a knife in your lung. So we want to make sure that that's covered. So this is always here when we punch, we make contact so that we know where that other hand is to cover. Okay? From here, this is going to sneak underneath and wipe out this way. What that is if someone parries this punch, that's to wipe the parry off so that you can do the next strike. Okay? So we have straight punch, under, cover, and cycle this back for the uppercut. Okay? This is not combat application, this is to train you how to get power for this motion. Okay? So what you want to train is that full range of motion so that you understand where in your body you're developing the power for your strike. When you do the strike in combat, it can come from wherever you need it to, but to make it come from wherever you need it to, you have to understand where its power comes from in the first place. So here, 1, 2, 3. It's going to be a cover up here, and now waterfall punch down. Cycle this through. 4, hammer fist here. Now we're going to turn this over here and cycle to a thumb slice to the side of the neck. Okay? This comes from our poison hand. So this is meant to hit to the side of the neck here on the artery. We push the thumb into the ear so that we have a nice, solid, sharp weapon to use to hit. That's a really good knockout. And I really like to sneak that strike in and close because it doesn't take a lot of motion to produce that strike to get the type of power that you need. You can use this to other targets. I wouldn't recommend doing this to very hard targets just because it is something that's a little bit more vulnerable, but to softer targets, this is really good. I'll do it to the insides of the arms, to the neck, to the inside of the leg, into the nerves. Fantastic strike. More of a torture strike though. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, trap. 6 is an inverted punch. 7, turn, and cobra fist. So that's here. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the thumb against the side of my hand here, and I'm hitting with this ridge of knuckles this way. Really, really sharp edged. You hit just about at the peak of the eyebrow or the outside edge of the eyebrow. That's going to split the face open. This is really good for getting blood flowing into the eyes so that you can get people to where they can't see well to fight. This one really, really hurts. Just like hitting your head on a shelf or something. It's not like getting hit with a normal fist. You do have to condition it though, so make sure you're hitting something and make sure that you're not hitting with the flat part. Make sure you're hitting with that sharp edge. Okay? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this gets power from the twist. So when you finish this here, when you relax, it twists and hits. 1, This is a little bit more compacted in, and what happens is you open it up to here. 1, 2. So like if you hit somebody and it knocks their head back a little bit, and then you follow them and hit them again without pulling it back. So here, 1, 2. So let's try from the beginning again. So if we're here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, grab. So if you finished your strike here and someone comes to counter strike, we're going to grab and pull back and then let go so that that momentum is moving forward now. And now you can push this into a vertical punch here. Okay? From that vertical punch, we're going to hit with this other hand with a palm strike. We're going to use this hand to make contact. Okay? That could be a palm strike here, or that can be a neck break here. Okay? Last strike from here as you cover is this twisting punch here. And that's the end of the first half. Okay? So the twisting punch. This punch comes from the right side of your body. The palm is facing down or facing out. I like to teach it facing out because what happens is if you train from here, you don't understand the full range of motion that you get with this. Okay? The idea with this is you want to hit the face here and then grind the knuckles through as you turn all on the face. So you want all of the torque and twist to happen on their face from up here to across to here, so that you can cut through underneath the eye and then break the nose across this way. Okay? This is a really bad punch. Causes a lot of damage. So if we're here and we've just done this motion here, okay, this is to cover this. Twist, bring it all the way across. So that motion is here. So you're putting your shoulder behind that this way. Twist to here. All right, the second half of the striking series is the elbow portion, okay? And these are pretty self-explanatory, but one thing I want to mention is these are in the same order as our elbow shield. So the elbow shield that we flow through to teach guarding with the elbows and using the elbows to impale punches, I've kind of combined those two ideas so that when you're learning the elbow series, it's also teaching you the elbow shield, okay? So if we finished our last few strikes, here, 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 and here, now you come across, cross elbow, dip down, upward elbow, downward elbow, back elbow, over elbow, and then back to the center. So from your twisting punch here,